What's up, people? We are back with another trade recap. Today it is the 2nd of October, and I'm going to be showing you the two trades that I lost today. So, I haven't done any research on it, but apparently there's some like US government shutdown or something along those lines, which I don't really know much about, but today really just shouldn't have been traded based on that one singular piece of information, but I did take two trades. I lost both of those trades. I'm not going to hide it. This is a fresh Express account, and I'm down about $750 on the day. So, okay, so getting into it, digging my bias for the morning, I was like, obviously, on a day like this, I want to be bearish, but we are overextended, so price can do whatever. So, going into the morning, I'm looking for reasons why we should go down. So I can see we've got 4 hour gap, 4 hour gap, 4 hour gap. So automatically, if we see high time frame imbalances, that means that there's low time frame liquidity pools resting, especially seeing as these are all bullish imbalances. We know that there's going to be sell side liquidity just resting there. So, uh, okay, so coming into market open, what do I want to see if I'm bearish? I want to see manipulation higher. We didn't really have that, and as you can see, that is the 15-minute candle that printed up on market open. I can't say why this printed. There was obviously no news because apparently the government isn't isn't running right now because it's shut down. But regardless, if I want to see us be bearish, I either want to see manipulation higher to go lower, or I just want to see bullish order flow just get disrespected, and that is exactly what happened. We can see that I did wait for the 3 p.m. candle to come out, so aka the 10 a.m. candle. So from what we can see already, we can see bullish imbalances, bullish changing states. Every single high time frame imbalance is just getting plowed through. And on top of that, we had a 4 hour change in state delivery. So after I've seen the 4 hour change in state, I'm confident that we should continue lower. So what do I want to see now? I want to see an SMT, a change in state, internal manipulation, and a confident drawn liquidity. So coming up to this 3 p.m. candle, we've still got Asia's low resting with the opening gap range and the low of day. That still gives me an opportunity to to take an entry. So if I'm looking for a trade, I'm looking for low of day, opening gap range plus Asia low. So bloody bloody blah. Market pulls back to this 4 hour change in state. Okay, the 3 p.m. candle has not come out yet. And that is the 3 p.m. candle. So this is the candle that confirmed the 4 hour CISD. Obviously, we didn't have like full blown retracement through it, which kind of could be a sign that we were going to chop around. But as I said, today should not have been traded, but it was. Okay, so one of the trades was valid, one of them wasn't. But regardless, at this point, ES had not taken Asia low. That created an internal high time from SMT because NQ took Asia low, ES didn't. But as you can see here, what are we doing? We're just generating liquidity. What do we also have? We have the opening gap range and we have low resistance. We have the low of day here. So I have still got draws that show me that we have lower prices incoming. So mistake number one that was made was I took a trade right here. It wasn't too high risk, but it's not a great trade to start off the funded with. So as soon as I could see that we were holding internal CISD, and obviously the mistake is that you can see this is practically relative equal highs, which are obviously going to get bought up to because we've got 5 minute gaps to fill. So first trade I took was an L, lost about $375 there, aiming for the low of day. So that's the first trade. Gone, done and dusted. Was it following my rules? Yes. but competently, it was not a good trade. So I'm still open to taking another trade because as we know, markets move to hunt liquidity, generate liquidity, rebalance the inefficiencies, rebalance the equilibrium. We are not, it looks like we are not going to retrace the equilibrium of this range, but we have got imbalances to rebalance to. So another mistake I made on this trade, was it valid? Yes. Was it competently a good trade? No, because we hadn't retraced to any kind of equilibrium. So at this point, I can see the price is just stacking up. What are we doing? When we're not hunting liquidity, we're generating liquidity. So what can I see here? I can see that we have got a 5-minute gap holding, and this was the 15-minute gap. This was a 15-minute gap. So if we look right here, we have got 15-minute gap here, tapped into the breaker. What do I expect? I expect us to just have a swift rejection lower, because I don't expect us to pull back to equilibrium up here. Cool. What do I want to see? I want to see an SMT, CISD, manipulation, and a confident drawn liquidity. Already, I've got low of day plus opening gap range, plus internal stat liquidity. Internal draws line up with external draws. I want to see bullish internal order flow get disrespected, because we already know we're bearish, because we've already disrespected all of this bullish order flow. Cool. We inverse this gap. This is not enough for me to enter the trade. I can see that this high is becoming protected now because we haven't taken it. And on top of that, we have got an SMT right there with a yes. As soon as we break 1-minute structure, I still am expecting choppy price action and for it to not just deliver straight down. So I'm going into the lower time frames and I'm waiting for an entry. Here I can see price is starting to stall, and I enter in with low risk. Well, this is more risk than before because it's a bigger range now, but it's okay because the trade is still there. The trade is still there. Obviously, I can say I shouldn't have taken it now, but in the moment I did. And as we know, sent straight to stop loss. So yeah, that's a little recap on the day. I would say I have made a 1% improvement today, but if I had have either waited for a rebalance, I could have ended the day green. If I had have waited for equilibrium to get tapped, but I've learned from my mistakes from last time. I have locked my trading account for the day. 2 losses. I know I can make them back if I do the best setups that I can. And obviously today doesn't reciprocate what I've just said, but just know I'm coming back for everything that I lost. I'm rebuilding from the floor up, and I know everything that I need to do. So yeah, that's a recap on today. Hope you enjoyed the video.